everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Today is the day, finally. Here's the box. And what this is our tune from Lund. So I will flip you guys around, we'll open her up, I'll tell you what we got, and you guys can leave a comment what you think. Did I make the right choice? Should I try something else? And I'll just go over everything we need to go over. Alright, so what we got here is our NGAUGE. And believe it or not, how popular these things are, they are now discontinued. So I actually got what I believe is the last one up in Canada. So I'm glad because I really want the NGAUGE. It works very well with the Mustang. It fits in there perfectly. You can put it in the dash if you want. I am not going that route, but here she is. We've got the NGAUGE. Tune is already in there. You can see you got your little micro SD card on the side. So the tune is ready to go. It does come with a memory card and a little stick to get your mini SD card out if you need it. And then, you got your cord to plug it into the car. This is the little mount. And then for me, I'm going this route. I'll tell you why after we get it installed. But I got the suction mount for the window. I didn't want to put it in the dash, and I'll show you all that when I install it properly. But to start off this video, we're going to just plug it in all loosely, get the tune set up. I want to just make sure it all works before, I waste my time feeding the wires all through the car and then we plug it in, it doesn't work. It's just a waste of time. So, all right, first things first, plug it in. It's kind of hard to see it, but it goes right under there. You can see the gray, pretty much straight down from your glasses holder here. Straight down, it'll plug in. I will show you guys how I'm going to feed it through there later on, but for now, I just want to make sure the tune loads properly and works. All right, so you can see when you first turn it on, you come up to this screen. We're going to be tuning first, so hit tuning. Then load tune. You can see we only have the one tune, so it's one of one, and it's 91 to 93. That's our 93 tune. If you have a flex fuel tune or E85, it'll come up. It'll probably see E85 or something like that. We want to load it, so click yes. Flash this tune, yes. Bye-bye warranty. Take approximately 11 minutes. So hit OK. Turn key on, do not start engine. Our key is already on. It'll start doing all the weird stuff by itself. And then we'll see how long this takes. I know you heard it ding, your lights and stuff will pop on, the car will freak out a little bit, but you will be all right in the end. So this will be the first round. You can see it's saving the stock tune. That's so if you ever want to take your tune off, it remembers what your car was stock and you can flash it and you'll be back to stock. But for this, we'll let her save. Next time around, the tune goes a lot quicker because this portion is already done. All right, there you go. Stock tune is done. Says do not turn off the vehicle, do not unplug the tuner, because it's erasing the module. So now it has your stock tune in there, it can erase it, and now it will put the tune from the NGAUGE into your car. And I'm not sure what time it is, but that definitely took a lot longer than 11 minutes. But you can see this one seems to be going a lot quicker. It's just the initial save time because it has to remember everything from your car. So it'll do that for the first round, and then tunes to come later should be kind of like this one. They say 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see it just puts right along, and then we should be good to go. We'll see what she says after that. All right, so there you go. This part was less than a minute. You can see tune installed successfully. Turn the key off for 10 seconds and then start the vehicle. So if you look, the dash is saying all sorts of things. Don't freak out. Just do as it says. Turn the vehicle off. We'll wait 10 seconds. I guess we can hit OK here. And that is done with the N-gauge part. I'll try firing her up in with the garage door closed so the neighbors don't freak. But that's been 10 seconds. Let's see if she works. There we go. No lights, no nothing. Everything gets cleared after you wait for the 10 seconds. Okay, so the way you want to set this up, you can see on the back of the little clamp to hold the N-gauge, you have one little notch here. That will hold or slide into one of these arms. So all you got to do, put it in. You can see maybe in there if there's enough light. Slide it up to the top. Now she's stuck, doesn't fall off. This little piece, if you turn, is for when you put it up on your windshield. You can just adjust the arm wherever it fits nice, wherever you want it. And then, of course, it comes with your cable, which once you have this in, you can see there is one little space down there. Just put your cable through. Give yourself an extra little bit because it's not connected to anything. You don't have to worry about that yet. Grab your N-gauge. On the back, you got 2 spots. This only fits in one. You can see it doesn't work in that spot. Click it in there, and that's as easy as it gets. You come up here, clip the little clamp on, and you are good to go. You can see N-gauge ain't going anywhere. Okay, so now that we got the N-gauge ready to go, before I actually stick it to the window, I want to get the wire started from the bottom up. So then once I plug it in, I can kind of get the length proper, then I can start tucking it in and go all the way down, and then the excess will zap strap and just tuck up underneath. Once it's plugged in, you won't see any wires. It'll be good to go. So the only piece you got to disconnect or take off is this little trim piece here, because the rest, starting from here, will just tuck in. It'll go down, follow the end, and then if I get the light up here, you guys can see it'll just follow the line there, come around the curve, and then when that piece is off, it can go in, and then it'll come out down here behind this panel. So you won't see any wires when you're done, other than just the little bit sticking out up here that actually plugs right into the N-gauge. So I have the little plastic pry tools to get the trim off. So you can just put it in and give it a pull. If you guys don't have these, you can get your fingers in there and just give it a yank. It will come off. You can see it doesn't take much. They're just little push clips in there, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything. You can see here now, it's got some blue tape on there for some reason, but it is just little plastic push clips. So once you get your wire fed through there, we'll just clip her back on and it will look good as new. All right, so she's in. The reason I said start from the bottom up is so you're just trying to feed the little piece through, not the big gray block. What I ended up doing is I pulled the little trim piece off the side here as well, just so you know you can fit your fingers in there. You can see the cable drops way down behind. That's what I mean, the block, it would be a pain in the butt to get through there. But if you look now, set the light here, you can see cable comes out the bottom, just sits through there. So now what we can do is I'll set the N-gauge up, plug her in, get it where we want, and then this, you just literally push in behind here, then she'll drop all the way down, and I will zap strap the extra downstairs there. And that's as easy as she gets. You can see I put it so when I'm driving, it's just above the vent, not behind the steering wheel, out of the way of your dash and everything, of course. And then if you come up really close, the only wire you see is that little 2-inch piece coming out of the N gauge. Then she tucks in right away. You can see it tucks behind there really well. Can't see anything. And then once you get your trim pieces back on like this, she comes all the way down, and all you're left with is all the excess on the bottom. So now I'll plug her into the port underneath, and then we'll tie up the excess, and you shouldn't see a thing. Alright, so I'll try to show you as best as I can. You can see now when you're sitting up here, you don't see any wires. I couldn't find any zap straps. I know I have some in the garage somewhere, but as always, when you look for something, you can't find it. So what I ended up doing is, if you come down, you'll be able to see it is just hanging there. I just put some tape to hold the wire together because I didn't have a zap strap, and then the cable itself actually came with a little twist tie. So if you come under here, you can see this is where it actually plugs in, and then there's a little tiny wire back there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but I just use that twist tie to, let's see if I get the light in there a little better. I just put the twist tie to the cable for now. Once I get a long zap strap, when I find where I put them, you can get it a lot tighter up in there. It's just, for a time being, still looks good. You can see it's out of the way of all your pedals and everything. You're not going to be worried about stepping on it or pulling it out with your foot. It is hanging down a little bit here. I'll get that tucked up better once I find some straps, but for now, she's looking like it's a professional install, even though we're nowhere near professionals. And we almost forgot the most important part. She's got to look good. There you go. So that's all there is to the install. Obviously, I don't have it set up. You can see it turns off right away if you're not touching it. I got to go in there and just mess with the settings and stuff. But it's pretty much the easiest thing you can do. Like you said, plug her in, flash the tune. I forgot to look how long it took to actually flash it, but put her in, then install it. If you want to put it in your dash, obviously that takes a little longer. You got to take the clips off, get rid of the vent, feed the wire through. It goes kind of the same way I did this, but you'll go across, up, and this little flat or panel here will pop off, same as we popped off this side, and then the wire will just come up through your vent. Keep in mind, obviously the vent won't work if it's in there. LMR, I think, is the only one that makes a bracket where it will stick on there and it's just a bit bigger, and your vent still has little slots to at least blow out. Another option if you want. Also with that one, you can take the N gauge off because it's not actually sunk into the dash. So that is that. Easy install. If you want to look, just give her a tap, turns right back on, it'll load up every time. Like I said, I'll get in there and mess around with it a little bit later, figure out all the settings. You can set it differently, keep it on only when the car is running, keep it on when the car has power. Like right now, I turn the key off. Now it has actual no power, so you can set it up to shut off because of that. You know, just so it's not running while you're not in the vehicle and stuff like that. So different gauges and everything. I'll go through all this in a different video, but for now, this will be it for this one. So if you want to see how she works, I'm going to get her out on the road, give it a couple tests. I know we got a data log because with Lund, when you first get the tune, they want you just to do a quick data log. I'll show you all that in the next video as well. Send it back to them. They just take a look, make sure it's all perfect. And if not, if they want to tweak a little bit here and there, they'll send you another tune, load her back up, start it, fire it up, drive around, and then you should be all set for days and days to come. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe. If you got any comments, questions, concerns, leave a comment down and I will respond to as many as I can get to. So thanks for watching this one, guys, and stay tuned for the next one.